Hello, it's NJ Dodger, and if you saw my last video, or at least the last uh video that I worked on that was a showcase, I made a railgun in Build-A-Boat. But now I'm going to show how to make the RPG in Build-A-Boat. And the main reason why I'm building these is because when my friends ask me how did I build these builds, then I don't really have an explanation how I built these, because I kind of take one photo reference and try and build off of that photo. But yeah, in the last showcase video, I showed how to build a railgun. I'm not gonna set it up, however, because um no, I'm not really, this video isn't on the railgun. But this video is on the RPG. So I'm gonna show how to make the RPG in this video. And this one, you place a cake in the middle of the chair, delete the glue block. It's a bit wobbly after some of Chill Thrill's updates, but that's fine. This is how it looks like, and I'm going to show just the basics on how to build this, but this is its performance. So this is how it looks like. There's two choices, one for the magnet and one for the one that uses thrusters to shoot it. I like this one. I like this one more personally, but it goes like that. And then that lever blows it up. But, yeah. I'm going to show how to build this, or at least just a basic interpretation, not like the full way of building this. However, we don't need this whole build, so I'll just get rid of it real quick. So first, take a chair out and have your merging level on red and rotation 90 and movement 1. So you need it to be facing forward, or at least out to the sea. And I'd say make sure that there's enough space for your chair, so at least around the middle front of your platform. There's two handles, so the first one is tilted, apparently, so scale it once forward and scale it twice upward. Now, color it any color, but I'd color it green. Turn your match rotation off and scale it just like this. Now make sure you push downward and then paint it the same color as the original bar. So just like that. So just the size of a normal block. And then after that, place the block, turn your scale 0.5 and scale it all the way down, paint it golden, and then place another block over that and turn your color back to that and scale it all the way down. So this is how your this is where your trigger would actually be. So place a red button there. So if you only want one way of shooting, then just place one singular button. Wait, that keybinded everything. You don't have to place a button there, but it's just because I've already built multiple guns. I need to make sure this button doesn't keybind to anything. So as of now, this is the button, and you have to make sure it doesn't trigger anything. So to make sure it doesn't trigger anything, take your wrench tool and make sure there are no links. So links are like lines. So you'll see these lines or dotted lines, but this one has no lines around it. So that means you're clear. For the next handle, you need to take another plastic block and place two blocks, and then place one more block. That last block is going to be important. So set your scale to 2 and lower it down just like that. Now set your scale to 0.5 and just, this is what I like to call it. I like to call it zebra patterns. So it's practically just doing what I'm doing right now. So the pattern, it looks like this, and it practically, it's called zebra pattern because it looks like a zebra pattern. And that layer, that for each one is 0.5. That's how thin it is. So yeah, once you're done that, now these ridges, you're going to have to paint them green, or at least whichever color you painted it. So for each of these, you'll scale it like this. It looks like it's sticking out because it's supposed to be sticking out. So the actual bazooka has a grip there, and that's what it's trying to show. So the grip on the bazooka is just these like little ridges or zebra patterns, whatever you call it. But I'm just going to finish scaling these, and I think that should be it. So you're gonna delete the other pink blocks later, but this is just how it's actually gonna look like. So these are also gonna be a different color from the rest. So that's basically it done. They're both handles for each of your hands. Now paint it like a bit of a darker green. So go into more, and then set the color just slightly darker. You know what? I'm actually gonna paint these different as well. So that's how the both of the handles should be. And that's basically it for the handles. Now you need to find how long you're going to make the bazooka. So, or RPG. So what I do is I scale it as long as 80. So just wait till it goes up by one, or go up once, and now just align the titanium with the actual, with the handles. This is very important. So scale it one below, and if you scale it all the way down, you have to either see it leveled or only a slight bit appearing up. So you want it to look like this. So it will look something like that, but you need to make sure this is one whole block thick. So once it's aligned, you can just scale it up once. So that's how it should look like. You can delete the 2 plastic blocks now and start making the circle. So that's important mainly because if you have it placed like that, then it's most likely going to look more smooth, since there will be no ridges or any cracks on, like, in the middle, because since the outside it's the block spreading wider. So that's the reason why it would look better if it's on the inside, because there's those little spots in between. But I'ma just continue working on this for now. So if you don't know how to build circles in Build-A-Boat, then the way to build these is just by, here, I'll show a representation. So these green parts, I'm gonna use a brighter green, hold on. These green parts are how your actual blocks you're using are going to be included in the RPG. But these red parts are supports to help you build this circle. So here's how you do it. You go off of the red block, press T once, paint that green, and then against that block, you place it perfectly aligned, then move it up once, and then color that red. Then after that, do the same thing over and over again. So that's how you build this. Since I already know how to build this though, I'm not going to color it, since I don't need to show colors to make me know how to build this. So I'm just going to do it like this. So make sure your move is 1, because if you mess up the circle with 0.5 or move 2 or anything like that, that it won't be aligned perfectly. So make sure you're going against the red blocks. You don't go against the green blocks, because if you go against the green blocks, then it'll look like this, and it doesn't look nice. So now I'll just continue this, and make sure you're following the same pattern, because if you mess up at least once, then the circle's not going to look as nice. But I can speedrun this, since I've already gotten used to building circles in my builds, and I have built these circles already before, so it's not much of a big deal for me. So yeah, practically that's it. And hold on, is there anything down there? I think this is how it's supposed to look like. So this is oh, oops, sorry, my bad. This is how your circle initially should look like, and just remove the surroundings, because you don't need the supports anymore, and just color it all in whatever color you want. But like I said in the beginning, make sure that you have that space between, because if there was no space, then we'd scale it downward, and as you can see, there is space in between that, so that wouldn't be good. And if you unanchor it, it would fall apart. So I made a little mistake. Hold on. Wait, this can be a transition to the next thing I'm going to talk about. So, what you're going to do is, sorry. What you're going to do is scale this back to 80, like underneath that, and now you know how far you're going to do it. So, change your scale back to 1, and that should be how far you're going to scale it. And then you can delete that later. Now scale it inward just like that, so none of the handles will fall off. And first, I suggest finishing all of these, so just scale it inward. It's not too hard, and yeah, I think that should be it. So once you're done that, you just scale it alongside with the already scaled line that's scaled like by 80. But yeah, basically the end product of the RPG should look like this for now. But that's it for part 1.